have a question. I tried to get an answer out of you on radio. Okay. The question is, when did you notice Joe Biden's cognitive decline? And don't change the subject and deflect. When did you really notice it?
Well, I think it was through all of the times that Donald Trump has fallen asleep in public and talked about, magnets getting wet. And
nobody knows what magnets are.
The last few,
oh my gosh.
My mom had dementia, so I recognize it.
Stephanie, this is not, it's a very good deflection. You're a professional.
You know what
radio
else
talk
is
shows.
great
You're
about
very good.
Biden's decline is that Trump is all over the Epstein files, and I'm wondering if they're going to release those. Are you covering that tonight?
Not really, because the woman that apparently they're talking about is the one that said he was a gentleman and never did anything wrong. And the person that had a grudge was the guy that got thrown out of Mar-a-Lago 25 years ago. And by the way, when you get thrown out of a club in Palm Beach, Florida, that's kind of a big deal. And it's very humiliating and embarrassing. And he was a convicted pedophile. So I'm not exactly putting a lot of gospel truth in what he said.
Trump was mad that he was stealing his girls, but what?
And may every day be another wonderful secret.
No one ever said that Trump raped all 1,000 girls, Jim. Just FYI. And I mean, we all know that he had, the emails reveal, he had Thanksgiving with Epstein in 2017. So
what's that all about?
He didn't throw him out of Mar-a-Lago. And, obviously, like, it was over a business dispute or something else. And I'm like, I'm sorry, because he stole your girls that you were sex trafficking. And
he's repeatedly lied about it. We were just showing this a few moments ago with Vicky Ward. We were showing how Caroline Levitt said that Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago for being a pedophile. And then Trump was asked in 2019, did you know what Epstein was up to? No, I didn't know anything. I didn't, it wasn't me. It was the one-armed man, and it's, anyway, but the thing that is so glorious about what you did there is it exposed what goes on at Fox. And I've reported on this for many years and talked about this for many years. They act in cahoots with the Trump people and the Trump administration. And they obviously made it very clear to Fox that they didn't want to see any coverage. And so there was no coverage until you brought it up, basically.
Jim.
Stop. New phone. Who dis? Stop texting me, Sean.
He's like your annoying big brother. Seriously.
I really did feel bad. I assume, because my goal is always to never get asked back on Fox News.
Right.
That's why I'm like, don't give me credit for all this courage, because I don't need access. I don't want to be on Fox TV. I don't care. Okay. That's a lady with 0 F's left to get if you haven't seen it yet. Okay, so
Was this the first time you've been on since, what's his name, banned you?
They banned me for like a decade, and then they forget, and some poor producer that likely has been fired now.
They have an entire turnover of booking producers. So when the last one leaves that booked you before.
Remember the Bill O'Reilly producer that called? I said, I would love to. We're reading the whole phone sex things every day on the show, and suddenly never heard back. Nope. Don't know what happened. Guess you ran that up the Bill flagpole. That didn't fly. All right, should I do some story? We have to do Steffi's book. It's because it's worth it for Wonkat, but go read it.
Yeah. Wonkat has always been wonderful. Love her.
Very nice screenshot. Thank you of me and Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity learns all about the Epstein files with the help of liberal radio superhero Stephanie Miller. Oh. This is... Okay. You know what? All right, now this music is annoying me. I'm just going songs. Okay. It's generally accepted that, as a rule, people of integrity and decency and intelligence should not go on Fox News. Well, it's generally a bull proposition.
When have you ever been accused of having any of that?
Exactly. If you're there, you're meant to be a punching bag, the token liberal, for them to scream at and punch in the face for the delight of their cousin-humping viewers. Sometimes they invite you because you've done something they want to make fun of. Maybe they've been sicking their syphilitic mad cow viewers on you, and they want to give you a chance to, quote-unquote, defend yourself. There are exceptions, of course. Pete Buttigieg is allowed to go on Fox News, and it's a good idea. When he does, he freaks them out so much it's hilarious. Texas whippersnapper and Democratic U.S. Senate candidate James Tellerico is allowed to go on Fox News and gently make their white conservative viewers quietly question their eternal salvation while turning their preening boy hosts into babbling dip. And it turns out Stephanie Miller, longtime progressive radio host, she's hilarious, you know her, you love her, is also allowed and encouraged, though we imagine after last night on Hannity, they will not be asking her again. Her invitation was the second kind we mentioned above, the, quote, "we want to make fun of you for something you did" kind, which is supposed to entertain the human armpit farts who fall asleep in their bedpans while watching Fox at night instead of getting goodnight phone calls from their adult children. The MAGA mouth breeder media is coming itself over a video of Miller kissing Representative Jasmine Crockett's feet. It was silliness, obviously, but the exact kind of bait the right-wing noise machine likes to take because they're not normal people who experience healthy human joy, and they're not capable of laughing if the joke doesn't make them feel superior in some way. Anyway, if you don't mainline that right-wing media like meth from between the cushions of J.D. Vance's West Virginia childhood couch, you have no idea what MAGA has been rubbing itself raw over this non-story, but we guarantee your racist pig uncle does. The Daily Mail has it. The New York Post has it last night in typical Murdochian fashion. That thing where they amplify a story fully incestuously by responding to quote-unquote controversies they themselves created.
Exactly.
Sean Hannity had Miller on for a friendly conversation about it. Miller did not give Hannity the interview he was hoping for. Anyway, I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's hilarious that Sean Hannity really thought it would work, that it would be a clever gotcha to ask Stephanie Miller about Joe Biden's cognitive decline, especially when the other main story in the news right now about Donald Trump, besides the files related to his best friend, the dead child worker, the one with whom he shared what he clearly believed was a deliciously dirty secret in his rapidly onsetting and painfully obvious dementia. Sean Hannity really thought he'd get her. Maybe Hannity needs to sit down with a doctor and try to pick out which one's the camel. Finally, we get it. Hannity really needed to take the bait to distract his dumbass viewers with stories like this one last night. Oh my God, Stephanie Miller kissed Jasmine Crockett's feet. Literally anything to distract from the Epstein revelations about President Bad Touch, who Jeffrey Epstein said in an email was grosser than he is. Yes, we understand Hannity needed to distract his viewers from literally everything last night with woke white lady kissed the black lady who scares us right on the feet. That's exactly what it was. They kept running the footage.
Yeah, I know.
Like, gotcha. I'm like, right, I posted that. Unfortunately, what she gave him in return was Trump being all over the child rapist files on magnets. The president literally does not know how they work, and that is why Stephanie Miller is allowed to go on Fox News, but unfortunately will not ever be asked again.
All of that is true.
Oh, well, it was fun while it lasted.
I think a set of bookers might have gotten a whooping.
No, this was Sean's fault entirely. He's the one that invited me. Yeah. Although, can I just say he's richer than God, and he does not give up about anything anymore.
He does not.
He said that in exchange yesterday, like, I don't need to work, I just love it. And I'm like, oh, I'm a progressive native, I need to work.
Yeah.
I tried to trick him into giving me $20 million, which I speculated he might have been dumb enough.
He has that.
You think, like,
in
I
his
don't know,
couch.
he's texting, and it's, oops, I hit Venmo. Oh, well. Thanks for funding progressive radio forever, Sean.
He may be dumb, but he's not that dumb.
I don't know. I was sexting with him. I kept telling him, don't tell Ainsley.
Yeah, what does the lovely and talented Ainsley Earhart think about that?
Well, I don't know. I told her. He said I tell her everything. I'm like, oh, all right. Ainsley ain't ready for this smoke.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Plus, you're more age appropriate for him.
Yeah. We are. We're the same age.
Yeah, I know. And Ainsley is not.
Ainsley famously is not. I can be her adult supervision.
Oh my God.
Yes, you could be your grandmother.
He said, all right, I don't want to get into that. I suggested.
You can't drop that bomb and run.
I suggested that we go on a double date vacation. He's like, a vacation? Let's start with dinner. I'm like, all right.
He likes you. Oh my God.
I literally thought I'd text him. Like, I know you're probably mad at me. However, but he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's got too much money. He doesn't care. Yeah. I was like, I felt sort of bad. He probably doesn't even go online. I'm like, don't go online now.
He has people to go online.
Yeah. He has a team.
Yes. He has a very large team.
Yeah.
Someone yesterday was like, are you sure you still want to be talking to her? I was like, bait him again into having me back. Sure, I'll get you Jasmine Crockett.
Should we have him on this show?
Oh.
Again? Because he has been on this show before.
Yes, a long time ago.
Yes.
I did. I'll get to all this. I'll get to.
There were discussions?
Some of the exchanges are reasonably human.
Yeah, yes.
And I was like, I don't know how it came up, and I was like, we might be able to be the ones that heal America. Like, we might be able to have a dialogue, because we were just talking about who do you like for whatever, and I said we just have Governor Bashir on, and he's like, oh, he's interesting. I like him. Who do you like? He said Marco Rubio. I said, oh, he's a spineless weasel.
When you get these people away from their microphones or their TV cameras, they're actually good people.
Yes.
Most of them, except for what we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Oh, he told me, because he prayed for our mutual friend's rehab. He said, I will pay for your rehab if you need it. I'm like, but Sean, I don't need rehab. Yet. If I have to be on TV with you again, I will.
What if he asks you to go on tour?
Yeah, sure. That sounds great.
Hey, it's John Fugelsang, and somehow my book, Separation of Church and Hate, has been on the New York Times bestseller list for 6 blasphemous weeks. It's for believers and atheists about how to use the Bible when dealing with the right-wing Christian fundamentalists who are trying to wreck Christianity and our democracy. And I'd love for you to join us for our new pay-per-view event recorded live at Union Stage in Washington, D.C. We're doing a book tour with stand-up in a rock club featuring a Q&A with our very special guest, Glenn Kirschner of Justice Matters. Everyone at the live show gets a hardcover copy of the book. There's a VIP meet and greet as well. Tickets at unionstagepresents.com. If you can't make it to D.C., the show will also be streaming and on demand November 15th at meethook.live/John F. That's meethook.live/John F. It's a holiday special for anyone who's ever watched these Christian nationalists on Fox News and thought, Jesus Christ, these people are the opposite of Jesus Christ. Streaming and on demand November 15th at meethook.live/John F.